Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. I hope you got to enjoy your holidays, however you wanted to spend them. And I hope you guys are ready to do some work in 2022 because it's grind season, baby. So today's video is going to be about bass stabs. This was actually brought up by someone that commented on my how to growl video, and I thought, this is a really great addition. So his comment is, you should make a video on another kind of bass, maybe like an unedited video of you making a quarter note bass, like a stabby bass, then show how you can make variations of it to place in triplets. That would be sick. Love your content, man. I really like your idea, and we're gonna do it. So we're gonna go over bass stabs, what bass stab is to me, and we're gonna do a 10-minute unedited of me making a bass stab from scratch using a lot of methods I do. I think you guys would actually enjoy a lot. So if you do enjoy it, feel free to hit subscribe button. We're almost at 800 subs. Hit the like button if this content helps you, and feel free to share it with friends and other producers that you think this might help with their sound design game. So I just set myself a timer for 10 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to do a 10-minute-ish unedited bass stab. So what is a bass stab? A bass stab is a quarter note bass to me, like a chug. It's either a one shot. Think of like a brass stab, have the womp. It's just gonna be a bass stab, just one hit, quarter note bass, chug bass, rhythmic bass, however you want to call it. So how are we gonna set this up? Well, first, obviously, we're gonna set ourselves up in Serum. And usually I like to use my own tables. As you guys know, the table is the base, and it really is what gives your sound the really good foundation. So I already have in mind of what I want to start with here, which is going to be one of my one shots. I think it's this one. That one. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So I can see that there's a lot of dead in here, so we're going to go into the wavetable and make this actually work for us. I see it cuts off after 18. So let's remove anything from selected to end. That way we have a full table. Now we can crossfade this, and now it makes this table a lot longer. It's going to make everything so smooth as you go through it. And then what did I just do? I think I just flipped it. Let's flip it back. And then normalize each gain. This could make it so the peak hits the 0 point. Makes your wavetable nice and loud. Now if we look at it, hey, this looks really cool. There's a lot of noise in this, but it should do well. So have this cool. Next, I'm going to go through it to see how it sounds because we need a good bass. I also need to see our timer up here. We're already okay. Maybe. So let's bring down the octave and let's make our traditional quarter note stab that I like to do, just kind of like this. Trigger mode. Ooh, that sounds nice. Cool. Now I want to mess with the table as well. So I'm going to put that on a different one and see if we can get cool variations. I think that's a cool one. So normally we could think about how we want to blend this in. So normally like FM's pretty popular, but this already has a lot of high-end frequencies. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try something like maybe ASM or something. Ben is going to be more for a growl focus, but ASM might. I think so, and I think we can kind of follow this path too. Now if we bypass all this, it's already adding some movement in. I'm also going to add a sub in, direct out, just because this is going to potentially be going into a upcoming sample pack. But, maybe. Next, we're going to add our filters. I'm going to do a band notch. I've been a really big fan of it. And the cutoff, I'm going to move. And the frequency, I think I'm going to move with it since we're just trying to get a nice rhythmic chug here. That's cool. And now we could even make this do something a little different here, which we'll see if this is what I want to do or not. A lot of my methods are just messing around and finding out, honestly. And I think everyone should do that. Okay, we lost a lot of high end here, which is fair. It's gonna come back when we put in the compressor, but J60 is a great width. It's fine. And let's add compression first. And then we're gonna add distortion. A lot of high end here, so next I want to add distortion. I like to. Maybe just a slight. Nice. And then from here, we can do a couple things. Next, I want to add some hyper after the distortion, and we're going to use this to kind of just bro step it. And this just adds like a chorus width to it. You can use chorus for this as well. That's nice. Now we can use an EQ to also and we might be able to play with peaks here, but I probably doubt it on the tonality of this, but we'll try. That's fine. So now we have a few different things going on, and now we can add a little more flavor. So I like to do this on envelope. And this gives your first hit on your bass. Actually sounds really cool. And that gives it a little bit of variation. If it was trigger, it'd do that every time. You'd have to do fourth probably. But you get the idea. I really like doing that as well. It adds a nice variation. So from here on, we can create different things. We can say, well, do we want to try a filter? Probably not, but let's try good old combs. So we can use this as a mod, and we'll just say combs on. Variation 1. Now, variation 2, one I like to do often is mess with the wavetable. And this is the power of your wavetable itself, that it can do this on its own, right? Another thing you can do is you can also mess with the wavetable itself, not wavetable, the LFO shape itself, and turn this into something a little longer so you can get variation. So now we're expanding that, and you can even do other crazy stuff if you wanted to. You could like pull this one down. I like doing that one. However, I don't think this needs that. And then lastly, we could give it more of a stereo bass if you wanted to put it more in the you want to put it more like on your sides. You do this, and this could be like your tonal delay. Maybe in 64s. And then feedback a little bit, please. And we have a tonal delay on this. So already we're doing really well. I'm really not a big fan of the comb, so I think I'm going to change that. But let's try something else we can do with this, which depends. You could do like some fun phaser stuff probably. Phaser on. Perfect. And just like that, in under 10 minutes, we went through a whole bass stab here. I was like, what is that noise? So the next part of the question that was asked was how you can convert it into triplets and stuff. And well, there's a couple different ways. You can either take the bass at what it's for and turn it into a triplet right down here, which just turns your LFOs into a triplet. Or the way I like to do stuff is, by the way, if you hit Control 3, you can turn your keyboard into triplet mode. And then I can just easily, if I wanted to, let's turn this into triplet mode as well. Control 2 makes it smaller. I want to like 8 notes, 2/4 like this. Ooh, so yeah. Or if you want to even, we could do 1/4 8. And that just comes down to the MIDI design for me personally. It can change per person, but that's just first one I do. So you can have something. Remember that tip I showed you in the last video, or if you didn't catch it, if you go to your Serum here, you can actually drag your sound out. And you don't have to resample it. So fun fact there. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys understand bass stabs a little more. I hope that explained my process when thinking about this, starting with a really good foundation and then building upon it. It seems to be the way most producers are now doing their sound design. So give it a try. Remember to experiment. Experimenting is key with sound design, and that's how you found those. If you did like the video, once again, feel free to like. If you're new here, please subscribe. I put out videos almost weekly, or I'm going to try to start again now that I'm not traveling as much. If you made it this far in this video, you a real one. I appreciate you. Have a great day.